Hey there, today I'm going to go over an updated beginner's buyer guide for Marvel Crisis Protocol. My name is Nate, and welcome to the Gamers Guild. Before we get started, yes, I have already made one of these videos, and yes, if you watch the first one, you're going to find a lot of similarities between this video and that one. But with an additional 16 characters to choose from out, and many more announced, along with the new terrain packs and game mats that are out now, there are a few extra things to consider. And I would also like to think that I've become better at editing these videos, or at least shooting them. For those few of you that have already bought everything that has come out, this video can still be used as a good tool to bring new people into the game, or if someone sees you playing your game at the local shop, you can give them a few pointers on why some things are going to be better to pick up first than some of the others. First things first, everyone is going to have different opinions on where to start, just as the person asking might have different expectations from what they are wanting out of the game. There are the competitive players versus a more casual audience, somebody who's looking to play against other players at a store versus playing it more as a board game with friends where you're the only one collecting. There are a lot of ways to play this game, which means that there are several different good places to start. However, there is one spot that everyone should start, and that is the core set. Atomic Mass Games has made, in my opinion, after playing 8 or 9 different miniature games, the best starter box for a miniatures game so far. It has everything you need to play a full game, like you can go to an event with just everything in this box and play full games, and probably even come away with a win or two at the end of the day if you know what you're doing. While it is not meant to be a 2-player starter where you split the box with another player and you each have a quarter of what you need to play a full game, this core box can very easily be split into heroes versus villains and then be able to play out all 6 missions at their full point value that come just in the core box. If that wasn't enough, you can also get terrain that can be used in the games. And not just little bits of scattered terrain or a small wall, but a couple of cars, dumpsters, and even a small building. The last thing I will brag on Atomic Mass Games for is that after the game had been released, they've given us a new game mode for free that can be played with just the contents of the core box with the Ultron Raid Battle. A really cool 2v1 battle where 2 players and their teams who can try to take down one player with a souped up form of Ultron. It's the best starter box ever. So, no matter what you were looking to do or why you're getting into the game, I cannot recommend this starter box enough. Now, from there, things can get a little bit more personalized. If you are that wonderful person who is introducing your friends to this game and you are the only person investing, first off, you are awesome, and it will catch on because this game is great. At this point, I'm going to recommend something that may seem a little silly, a second core set. You don't need this immediately, but this will get you enough terrain to make a full board, give you extra dice and an extra set of measurement tools, all of which are great because having to hand the tools back and forth or counting out dice gets a little bit tiresome and slows things down, even if only a little bit. It also gets you duplicates of all the mission cards and tactic cards so that each player can have a full set to play with, and you will then also have access to a roster of 10 characters for each player. The best part about this strategy is once you have people wanting to buy into the game now, you can just sell one of your friends your extra core set materials, maybe keeping the extra terrain and make your money back to go spend on all the other cool stuff that has been coming out. If you want, you can go and buy extra dice, some extra movement tools, and an extra terrain pack, but even on a discounted website, that still adds up to around $70, and for $10 more, you can just get another core set which has the extra models, tactic cards, and crisis cards. If that option is still a little bit much, then I recommend just picking up the affiliations that you enjoy from the comics or the movies one at a time. This way you're able to run the new affiliations with new playstyles while also slowly building the collection. And while you're building and painting those models, give a listen to the Fury's Finest and Recalibration Matrix podcasts. Both have great insights into the characters in the game, and it also throws in a good chunk of comic lore. So, now that you have your friends on board, or you just jumped on after getting a demo in, these are the 3 packs I recommend in this order. Black Panther and Killmonger, Thor and Valkyrie, and then Loki and Hela. Black Panther is affiliated with the Avengers and Killmonger with the Cabal, so it equally expands your roster options for both sides. Both models are great, and it comes with a new Crisis or Mission card, and from here if you want a new affiliation, you just need to pick up Shuri and Okoye and you're set to go. The other 2 packs of Asgardians I mentioned will once again come with an equal amount of threat or points for the good guys and the bad guys, and you will get a really fun new Crisis card, and you instantly have access to one of the most durable affiliations in the game. From here, no expansion is really a bad option. Add a few fan favorites like Venom and Hulk into your roster, or you can go and pick up some of the more tactical characters like MODOK and Vision. If you're wanting to get a little more competitive, a video like this is going to get dated pretty quickly. So my advice for you is to still get a starter. Some of the best team tactic cards are in there, along with the core leaders and some great utility characters. From there, Thor and Valkyrie's expansion and Shuri and Okoye's expansion are both packed full of good characters and tactic cards that can put in some great work. My other piece of advice is to go and listen to some of the different podcasts out there. House Party Protocol, the gang over on Turn Zero Gaming, and the Omnis Protocol podcast are all fantastic. They talk about tactics, list building, and sequenced plays to give you an idea of where to go from the core set to build your more tuned list. If you're like me and are just going to get it all anyways, but you don't want to sell your kidney just to catch up, I don't think you need to. Just continue growing your collection and get the characters you want to have on the table. But these are just my suggestions for getting started with MCP. It is a great skirmish game that has also been so well balanced this far into release, and it encourages a great casual gaming environment. And while we are all just itching for the next releases right now, I'm so glad that AMG has taken the pandemic seriously and halted the new releases. So if you're on the edge whether or not to try out this new miniatures game, it is a great system made by a great company. And even if I am a little bit biased, I can't recommend it enough. If you have any questions, or if you have any advice for someone thinking about getting into the game, leave it down below in the comments so that it's easy to find. And as always, thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.